just when you think you know this guy, you have no idea.
Good afternoon. Chad Helmcamp here with BWC Lending, here with Hayley, Rudy.
Let's get started. It's been a while since we've done this.
It's been a long time.
Do you like my shirt?
Yeah, it's really, really nice. Really nice.
Let's get started, Chad. What is your favorite wine?
That's a good one. It's a good one. I would say probably right now we drink a lot of Dariouche.
Okay. Is that a red or white for the viewers?
That would be a red, mostly red. I mean, they do have white wine, but we drink mostly red wine.
Okay. What is the one wine that you would never recommend to anybody?
Well, I think it's your favorite.
15 hands.
14 hands. That's it. Yep.
Which is the length of a horse. Right?
Can be, sure.
You have a lot of family that lives here, right?
I do.
Who is your favorite Lightner?
Oh man, my
favorite.
favorite.
And for the viewers,
Lightner.
Those are his cousins, and let's list them all.
Oh, well, that could take a while. There's a lot of Lightners in town. I love all the Lightners. They're all
Who's your
great
favorite?
People. I love them all.
I feel like
Jim,
John.
Daddy Jim.
Daddy Jim, if you're watching.
I'll call him Daddy Jim, but I actually call him Jimmy, although everybody else
I'd be
calls him
happy
Jim.
to interview you. What about John? I think you like John more than any of them. What do you say?
I love John. John's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I have another question for you. Did you hear about the loan officer who quit his job?
I can't say that I did.
He was losing interest.
Ooh, wow.
Speaking of interest.
That's tough.
You've been in this line of work for a very, very long time. What is the highest interest rate you've ever seen?
Well, I mean, the highest interest rates I've ever quoted are right now, actually. I've never seen rates this high. Mm-hmm. But I have refinanced people with higher rates. I've seen rates we've refinanced that were in the 8s and 9s, but it's been a while since I've seen that.
So that's a high rate there.
Mm-hmm.
What is your go-to dance move?
Go-to dance move? I don't really have a go-to dance move.
Yes, you do.
Oh, I do?
Yes.
Yeah.
What is your go-to dance move?
Well, Rochelle would probably call it the whip it or something like
Yes.
that. Yeah.
You want to just do a little?
No, I'm good.
We'll save that one
Maybe
for
another
next episode. What is the scariest movie you have ever watched?
The Believers, I believe. Not Believe, but The Believers.
I have never. How old is that movie?
It's pretty old. When I was very young, Jerry took me and my sisters and I to see it, and I had nightmares for weeks afterwards. It was not good. Not a good movie.
I've never heard of that movie.
Martin Sheen is in it. That's all I really know.
I've never heard of that. And now this one, I've been actually looking forward to ask you this. What is the most ridiculous fact you know? Because I know you know a lot of weird stuff.
The most ridiculous fact? Well, Rochelle would say it's probably some sports facts that I know, but
like
ridiculous fact.
Like who started the Woodlands? That's a ridiculous fact.
That's not a ridiculous fact.
Who did?
George Mitchell.
We did not know that until we saw
I know that y'all didn't know that, but that's not a ridiculous fact. If you're from Houston,
I think there are certain
things that you should know.
No, I would have thought you would have had something up your sleeve on that one, but your sleeves are obviously very tight, so I should have known better. You know that 60 out of 50 people have troubles with fractions? That was a good one, right?
It was great. It was terrific.
What accomplishment are you most proud of?
I mean, I'm pretty proud of what
Easy
we're
one.
doing
We're
here.
all here.
Well, but you're catching me off guard. I mean, maybe there's something else, but I'm really proud of what we're doing here. We're having a great time. Business has been awesome since we started in 19 and going through a little bit of a challenging time now, but I think we're positioned well to weather the storm.
What is the one question you get asked the most by clients?
Well, I think the one question / concern, I'll say the one concern I get asked about the most is about having their credit checked.
And how do you answer that? What do you tell them?
For me, I think it's the most common concern that we face. I probably have that conversation every single day in this business, and it's probably the most overblown concern out there because if you have really good credit, a credit inquiry is going to have virtually no impact on your score. Likewise, if you don't have good credit, the sooner I get to see it, the sooner I can help you start working on it to make it better. So I don't see a real downside in having your credit checked. Now, if you're a person that gets your credit checked all the time, then guess what? You're not the person asking that question, and you're the one that should be asking that question. So
Good one.
Yeah.
Good one. What is the one question you get asked the most from realtors?
seller contributions probably.
Seller
What can I get in the way of seller contributions on negotiations? That is probably the most commonly asked question.
What is the max in seller contributions you can have for a conventional loan, Chad?
It depends on the size of the down payment, but it can be at a 5% down payment, you can negotiate up to 3% in seller contributions. If you go to 10% down to 25% down, you can do up to 6%. And then if you do more than 25% down, then you can do 9%. However, doesn't matter how much what the percentage is, you have to have enough closing costs to be able to take advantage of that. So if it's a really large purchase price and you're negotiating really large seller contributions, you got to make sure we have enough closing costs to take advantage of it. Otherwise, you're going to forfeit that negotiation.
Good job, Chad. In the event of an apocalypse, what 3 places are you going to go first to gather supplies?
To gather supplies, well, got to go to Costco. Costco number 1. I mean, come on. Costco's got all the good stuff.
Total Wine.
Oh, yeah. Total Wine number 2 for sure. But Costco's got wine too, but Total Wine would be good
Total
stuff.
Wine, okay.
Yep.
3.
Oh, a third spot. I feel like that's all I need. Oh,
I feel like
maybe Home
Banana
Depot or
Republic.
Lowe's. Banana Republic.
Yeah, you had on your calendar the other day, 10% off coupon expires at Banana Republic. Did y'all see that? Yeah. Do you know that? Why did you put that on there?
I don't know.
Have you ever shopped there?
Yeah.
Have you ever used a coupon?
Sure.
Did you know that parallel lines have a lot in common? It's a shame they'll never meet.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
What is your favorite color?
Blue, red, blue, red or blue.
What is Marissa's favorite color?
Pink.
I like that.
Took me a while to remember that.
What's Hayley's favorite color?
Green.
Thank you. What's Chris's favorite color?
I don't know that one.
Dang, you're stumped.
Tell the viewer.
Lavender.
Did you have to try out when you played the handbells?
No, although they
Was that a walk-on?
probably should have had tryouts. That probably would have been a good idea.
Why do you do what you do, Chad?
Why do I do what I do?
Yes.
As in the mortgage business?
Yes. Yes.
I just want to
at your company.
I want to make
BWC.
sure because I love it. I mean, it's a great business. I didn't, nobody grows up and says, "Hey, I want to get in the mortgage business." It sort of finds you, but once it finds you, I think you really enjoy it. We get to solve problems every day. We get to help people buy houses every day. It's just a fun business. It's challenging. It's rewarding. It's great. I love it.
How many people work for you, Chad?
3, 4,
It's
right?
real-
5.
it's just-
5 total.
Okay.
Yep.
Will you please say one word that describes each person you work with?
One word for all of you?
No, like Marissa, one word. Chris, one word.
Marissa, detailed.
Good.
Is that good?
That was great. Corey, who's not here.
Corey. Corey, can I have 2 words?
Yeah. Yes.
Hot mess.
That beautiful. Beautiful. Chris.
Chris, incredible.
Oh, that was a good one. And me, there's one word I really want you to say.
One word?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Say it.
Now I got to get it right.
It starts with an F.
Starts with an
Funny.
F. Oh, funny? Oh, yes, funny.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Thank you. Also, I forgot to tell you this one thing. Did you hear about the girl who got approved for the mortgage to buy her horse farm? They said she was a stable investment.
That was kind of funny.
That's funny,
that
right?
was kind of funny.
I think I
kind
know.
of like that
I
one.
know. What is a good piece of advice you would give somebody who's afraid to buy a house because of interest rates right now?
Well, first of all, I understand the concern because it's definitely a notable difference over what we've seen the last few years. However, rates have been rising all year long. They've been at a pretty elevated level now for the last several months. And one thing we're not seeing, and I just talked to one of my agents earlier today and asked her, is she seeing inventory build up? And the answer to that question is no. There are not more homes coming on the market to allow inventory to build up. Do we think inventory will build up some? Maybe. But right now the expectations are that sometime next year we may see interest rates fall. And when we do, we're going to see more buyers re-enter the market, which means if you buy next year, you're going to have more competition than you will right now. So what I tell all of my prospective buyers is simply this. If you can make the numbers work and you find a house that you like, buy it now, because next year that house is likely going to sell for more due to competition bidding up the price, and rates may have come down a little, but they're not expected to come down a lot. We're not at least until 2024. So next year, the Mortgage Bankers Association is calling for rates to be in the around 5.5% range by the end of the year, and in the following year down to 4.5%. So get in now while you can get the house at a more reasonable price, and then in a year or two, when rates do come down, we can always refinance you at that time.
That's a great answer.
Well, thank you.
If you were going on a guy's trip, what 2 Astro players would you take with you?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Right? I thought of that one all by myself.
I'm loving my Stros right now.
And I'm loving Russ Dusty. Is it
Russ Dusty?
Is it
Russ
Dusty?
Dusty. Dusty, yeah. Dusty's pretty great. I got to tell you, I would love to hang out with Dusty. You talk about the omniscient one. That guy's been through it all, so he'd have great stories to tell.
But technically, he's not a current player.
Oh, so you want me to pick
I
a
want
player? You want me to pick
players,
current
yes.
players? I love Pena. Really like what I'm seeing from Pena. I think he'd be young and fun. Good time to hang out with.
Young and fun.
Who else could we
Why does
hang
that
out
sound
with?
like a single set?
Pitchers. Ooh. God. Man, that's tough. Can I take 3?
Sure, bro.
I'm thinking Pena, Altuve, and McCullers. I'm thinking those are my 3 guys.
Interesting.
It's a kind of an interesting group. I think that would be a good group to hang out with.
You had to be an animal. What animal would you choose? I could see you being something weird, like a sloth or something.
A sloth? Lord have
or
mercy.
maybe like
Oh. I'd either be a lion or a cheetah. Or a cougar.
so original.
A lion, a cheetah, or a
Cougar.
Could be a cougar.
What are you going to be, Hayley?
I don't know. I feel like I should be an octopus now. They're super smart. Marissa, what would you be? And a mermaid does not count.
A dolphin.
Okay. Chris?
I don't know. I'd probably be like a bird.
Any particular
No,
kind?
like a sparrow.
A sparrow?
A sparrow?
Cute.
You would want to come back as a sparrow?
Why not?
You could be an eagle. You could be a hawk.
I mean,
No.
that is
An owl.
amazing.
An owl would be super cool.
A sparrow?
A hawk.
Thanks for joining us today. Hit subscribe below. We'll see you next time. Go Astros.
I belong to you.
I belong to you.